All right, guys, we back. Check out the city. Check out me, Miralos. Anyway, so today's topic. I was listening to, I think Amnesty. Oh, We Found Love by Amnesty. This group. So good, so good, and it made me think about have I ever felt in love, or have I found love? And I think to both I can say yes. Now the plane distracted me, but I think that love is stay with me now. I'm riffing, this is a freestyle, but I think love is ubiquitous. Yeah, love is like so abundant, and one of the first times I received like love from a relationship was really eye-opening for me, because not only did it nurture me, but it inspired me to nurture the other person as well. And that brought a lot of joy and happiness and more inspiration. It was such a beautiful reverb of train of like, of like each other. We were just sharing what we had, and I think that is kind of like one of the foundations of love, sharing, in all aspects. And in many ways, that's where this debate of 50-50 comes in. And in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people could agree, and there was a time where I disagreed with this, but I think relationships are give and take. There is no 50-50. It's kind of like give or take. Sometimes you give more, sometimes you get more, and make sure in each of those times that you are happy to do so and happy to feel so as well. And what I'm saying is you shouldn't have too many strings on it. It shouldn't be a chore. And there was a time where I was learning about myself, and loving became a chore because I kind of lost who I was. Because I was learning new things about myself, and that view is so beautiful. Looks like fire. Anyway, love and who I am. I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Kevin. Love is because I lost who I was and I forgot who I was. I had forgot about love in a way. And what I'm saying by that is, I went through a point where okay, I won't go too deeply into that. But basically, I started to learn new aspects about myself, and I learned that there was so much more than who I was, and that put me to a freeze. And because of that, I realized that I started to lose love for not only myself and the relationships, and it made me kind of go in this mode of questioning everything that I have ever done. And it started from the love that I had. She showed me a lot of things about myself that I never really recognized as a strength. And it's good. It's easy to critique someone and tell them their flaws and how they can fix it, but it's even more of a fucking treasure if you are able to find something about someone and tell them it's their strength. And this is something that I had always been able to do for others, but never for myself. And so receiving that reverb was really nice. It felt like a proper reciprocation. But anyway, that is no longer a thing. But I take a lot of good things and memories from that time, and it inspires me because thinking about who I was then and now shows me how much I've grown to find love again within myself and for people as well, people outside of who I am. And because I understand who I am and I love who I am, and I want to reflect that to everyone. And I reflect back to that relationship and I was like, it was such a great lesson, even though I was very unfair at many times. But I had to learn, and she taught me a lot, and I'm grateful. And now I know in my I'm just blabbering here, but in my next one, it'll be good, whatever. I guess this is kind of like a testimony. Yo, check out that cinema though. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of like a testimony to, like, even though maybe you feel like you lost somebody that taught you a different kind of love, or like a love of yourself, you still have that love. And that is very important to recognize, and forgive yourself, and also be grateful for that person. Be grateful for that person. The train is coming. It's about to be loud as a bitch. Loud as a bitch. Also, so grateful for this is TikTok, or TikTok. I know, correction. That is the craziest horn. Anyway, but yeah, thankful for YouTube because I am able to post long format things, and it'll get attention because people have a little more attention span here. I have less attention span on TikTok than I do on YouTube, so I get it on both ends. And thank you for making it this far. Look at that, a bird. That is a good fucking sign. And it's the one with the little but anyway, that's that on that. And love is a beautiful thing, guys. You should always treasure it within yourself, within moments with people that you love, and even strangers sometimes, like they need it too. Fuck, I won't go too deep into that, but just take with that what you will.